everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So today we're getting into a game called Assemble with Care. It's a puzzle game with some story elements. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's, put this in here. It was a little loud in my ear. Plug in headset. Press play. Okay, Assemble with Care. Oh, new chapter added. Oh, do they add new chapters regularly? That's pretty cool. If there are no settings where I can turn off the music. Don't want a copyright.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
Oh, I like that it reads to me.
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
So, unpack. Oh, that's pause. Oh, good. I can turn the music off because I don't know if I'll get a copyright thing with YouTube. Don't want that. Even though the music was really nice, but okay. How do I open this? Can I? Oh, there we go. There we go. Spin it. I was like, there's got to be a way to spin it so I can get to those.
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Those are cute. Get some sunglasses.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
Go. Got our passport, I'm assuming.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these.
Brush.
My favorite
Clothes.
overalls. These will never go out of style.
Picture. Camera.
Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
And restorations. Okay, Ventura Classic suitcase completed.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Oh, food festival sounds awesome.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
So continue. You got the achievement. Welcome to Bellariva. Chapter level 1 gets a chapter level 1 complete. Okay, chapter 2 is Lullaby. Ooh, there's quite a few chapters.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
She said it was a quiet town. It reminded me of Beauty and the Beast. I'm not going to sing that song for you, sorry.
In the main square, meanwhile, Preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Okay, so let's restore. Okay, so... do we have to... or is it just her tape we have to fix? I'm assuming it's just her tape we have to fix. Yeah. Use this.
Why did you do that?
Roll it back in, kid. Oh, there we go. Okay.
How
I
did
had
you
to
do
move my
that?
mouse.
I didn't see.
Magic. Okay. Oh. Can I spin it? I need to put the batteries in it. What's this? I don't know what that is. Okay, put it there. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's up here. There we go. I was pushing the same one to remove it.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
It's kind of funny. Like, doesn't this kid have a parent who could do this? Like, this isn't like it's broken. And this kid's probably not even going to give me any money. Can I... well, don't I... oh, I gotta get the screw. That's it. It's dummy. Can't screw anything that's not in there. There we go. Okay. Can I put the tape in it? There we go.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so
Cassette
tight.
recorder.
Know that
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh, now I feel bad for what I said.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to
So her
fill.
mom was dead. That's why she couldn't fix it. Now I feel
When
horrible.
Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with.
I don't want you.
Eventually, she
Lint.
produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
I don't think we should encourage a kid to pay with a yo-yo. So good night, my darling. Got for chapter 2. So chapter 3 is shattered.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a
Oh,
fragment.
so she did have a parent that could have done it.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
Oh no, I can't fix that, dude. Nope.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Wow. Restore. Yeah, sure, she's the one that broke it. Alright, so let's see. So, probably want to start with the
Will you be able
bottom
to see
first.
the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Not if it's good glue. I don't know how much. Probably I'm a good amount on there, so. And I think this is one of those games you can't really go wrong. So, at least let's hope not. Alright, so where's his... Here's his body. Nope. What is this? Oh, that's his foot. Oh, okay. I didn't see the base, dummy. Should probably glue that first. Hope my glue doesn't... Whoop, glue doesn't dry. Forgot I don't have to click. This is a nice, relaxing puzzle game. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say that has to be his leg.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
She's just being a kid. Kids do things like that. There we go. Yeah, it should be the part with the book. Okay, need more glue. My daughter would love this game. I always like to play little games that she can watch because she always wants to watch my videos. So I try to, throw in stuff that I know that she'll like.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Dude, are you doubting me? I'm gonna charge you extra for that. Never doubt me, man. There we go. Wentwood porcelain statue. Complete.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Okay. Statute of Limitations, Chapter 3 complete. Chapter 4 is Disconnected.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Okay, so restore.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Possibly. Okay, so I've got to remove that next. I don't know, to use this? I don't know how to restore a rotary phone. Yeah, okay. That's what I was going to say. There's got to be a way. I have to get in there.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
It says every person that's not busy. I hope they haven't been trying to make to-go orders for phones not working. Okay, we don't need that part, so we need this. Oh, the little bell's broken. Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Okay.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to... There we go. Okay, so we gotta change the bell. I probably actually should bring it back. There we go. Put that back on that way. Okay, then grab this, put that on. Oh, gotta flip it around. There we go. Come on, there we go. And this is just a really
Still a
simple,
part I
cute
need to
game.
attach. Where does it go?
I know where. Like, what am I not doing it fast enough for you? Calm down. There we go. All fixed. Everdial rotary phone.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
Well, now I feel like I should pay for it.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
We're gonna ask your sister for money.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
You can't even afford to pay me. I don't want to be paid in coffee. Okay, Okay, Call Me, Chapter 4 complete. Actually, the woman that was doing Carmen's voice sounded really familiar. She sounds like in a podcast that I listened to. Okay, so Chapter 5, In Focus.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
I know that woman's voice too. I'm not sure if that was like the same woman or what, but I know they're in a podcast that I listened to. I think it's called Mockery Manor. It's kind of like a comedy. It's really a good podcast. So if you're interested in podcasts and you like comedy ones, it's definitely a good one to listen to. Let's see. Do I have to remove these too, maybe? Oh, I see there's one on the side as well. Yeah, I might as well take it completely apart. Why not? This woman doesn't know what I'm doing. Joke's on her. I don't know what I'm doing either.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Rude. How dare you?
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Screwdriver to rotate the mirror. Oh. I can't just slightly adjust my mouse. That's kind of... Oh, there we go. There we go. I think that's good.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Oh, why did I just take that out? I don't think I need to take that out. Is that where the film goes? Do I have to put the film in there too? There we go. Okay. Alright, now let's put this thing back together. Oop. Never put something this valuable back together. That woman's extremely rude. I mean, I've only been working this job for like 20 minutes, but still, I know what I'm doing. Get in there. There we go. Put that back on. There we go. Okay, so Linux U2G58 camera complete.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary.
Oh my god.
It was worth it.
I hope you're a photographer.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
Maybe that's the only place available there.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
Wow, that's rude.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
Wow.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
She's one of those family members. They only call when they need money or want something.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Okay, Life Through a Lens, completed chapter 5. Okay, In the Dark. So we're fixing a light.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
I was already in pieces. I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, I don't even know where to start with this one. Well, okay, looks like we have to connect some wiring, but maybe we have to put this on first. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, I see where those... I was thinking those were the little wire holes. That probably goes on the back. Oops. No, come back. Get back in there. Oh, I wonder if I have to remove that. Yeah, I bet I do. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the stuff I'd already stuck on the front. I don't know if... I don't know if I had to switch that out. Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah. Maybe that does that go in the front? Now I'm kind of confused. Oh, no, I don't want that. Okay, whatever. I'll just put it there. Where does that go? Oh, I bet you it goes right there. Nope. Maybe not. Yeah, see, it's got the same swirly stripe pattern. And swirly as in it's moving. That's what I meant. I'm not saying it's swirly and stripes, because I don't think that makes sense. Can I put this back, please? Right. I want to put it back. Thank you. No, you come back here. I don't know if I can put that there, though. It won't go in there. I'm all types of confused now. Oh, I bet you... Oh, I gotta glue it. Dummy. I saw that glue sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what I'm gonna have to glue. Maybe the piece. Can't just sit in there. There we go. Okay, now I need another wire. There we go. Hooks into that. Put this back on. There we go. I gotta flip it. Although you'd think you'd have to put those down or something. You see, there's that hole there. I wonder. Let's see. Maybe you have to put a wire. You have to put a wire through it first. Possibly. No. I feel like you would have to put some kind of wiring through those, but I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I just got to put them on there and then turn it on. Maybe that's what it is. There we go.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Oh, let me just reopen it. No, I don't. That's really annoying me. I just want to turn it. There we go. Yeah, sure. Let me just, I mean, you couldn't say that when I had the stupid thing open. Let's just open it again. Nope. There we go. Okay, grab the glue. Seems odd that you would glue that piece in. Like, you think there would be like a little thing to actually put on it. Excellent. There we go. Now we got all the wiring. Actually, there we go. Okay. It's like that would probably make more sense putting it that way than having it overlap. Okay, let's see if I can stick. Yeah. Oh, I can. Just gotta hit it right. Oh, come on. You're highlighting. There we go. Okay, now we flip it without taking the neon part off. There we go.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Really, lady? Are you gonna pay me for it? Like, or are you just gonna give me free coffee? Because, this is definitely a big job. I know why your sister's irritated by you. Yeah, maybe we should get it to do something else. I'm gonna have to flip it. So hoping I could just line it up there. Okay. Okay, everything's connected. I am not doing another thing. Do you understand me? You get one or the other. Oh. Nope. Wanted to flip it. There we go. Pizza, ice cream. I like the pizza one. Let's do pizza. Although I like the little glass one too. It's cute.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Okay, Carmen's neon sign completed.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Oh, no, we are not. I spent forever putting that together.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Okay, everything is illuminated. Complete chapter 6. So we're on chapter 7. Playing up. Ooh, we gotta fix a game system.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst, Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Oh, she broke the glass on it. That's not good. Alright. Oh, and she broke the button, too. That's not good. Okay, so how do we get into this thing? There we go. Just pop it off. Oh, and she burned up the sound chip, too. Dang, kid. The hell did you do? Trip and fall and then drop it in the pond? I mean... Oh, didn't mean to pull that one off just yet. Just trying to move it a little. I wonder if I have to move that wire. There's like 2 different sound cards. Is there something... What's this one? Was this attached to a button? I don't know what that one is. We'll just switch it back with this one that... Or I'll just put it down. Seriously, game? Oh, maybe I can't just switch it out. Oh, there. That's the one. Okay. That whole thing has to be replaced. There we go. That's what the glass was with. Okay. There we go. Okay. Problem is, I don't remember where the things were. That's wrong. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I don't know. I don't remember where the things were. Does it matter? Is it supposed to blink red? I guess we'll find out. don't think I have to replace that. Okay, this goes back on top. That's what it was. I was messing that up. There we go. Forgot about that. Okay, I think those are all right. I don't remember. I really don't remember if those were in a certain order. Okay, that's not right. Nope. Okay, let me double check. This batteries don't need that. Are these lit up with anything? I don't think so. Although, I want to say that this was crossed. Wasn't this crossed like that? I think... Okay, so no, those were... Okay, yeah, so those were right. Because those are... yeah, okay, those were right. I don't know why I was thinking they were crossed for some reason. There we go. I think I just made that a little more difficult on myself than what it needed to be.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Heck yeah, kid. Pop and play.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
How is this hard, kid? They give you frickin' arrows. And then how? Really, kid? My daughter could do that. Okay, Yokoi Pop and Play Games Console completed.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
Ah, she
Down,
threw it.
scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
I mean, the food festival sounds awesome. Who wouldn't want to go to that?
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Okay, game over. Completed chapter 7. This has a really nice story to it as well. Okay, momentary.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bellariva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Well, if it stopped working, why are you still wearing it? Oh, did you accidentally drop it against a wall too?
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
No, I'm not. Love always. Oh, I bet his wife gave it to him. Nope. Clicked off the screen there for a second. Oh, it's broken on the inside as well. Okay.
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Okay, let's see, maybe... How do I get the little... Don't I need more than cogs than that? How do I get the little pieces off of them? I don't know how I'm... Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Why can't I get these little pieces off here? I know I need these. There we go. Okay. Now I think I got them all off. Makes more sense. Well, okay, maybe I don't use the big one. Okay, that's not... Yeah, I need one that fits up. It might be that other one then. I need one that fits up. Yeah, so that'll spin. There we go. There we go. Do I need this big one? I don't think so. Oh, do I need that off to replace this part? Oh, crud. I bet you I do. I didn't think of that. I was thinking I just could replace it from the front, but then what sense would that make? So, let me just start all over. Just pull this part out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I see the little screws now. Big dummy. Should have realized that. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, now there we go.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Okay, where's the... Wasn't there a little screw? Oh. Yeah, there we go. They're on that side. Just looking at the wrong sides. There we go. Nope, nope. I'm going to grab this. Put that in. Put that on. Screw these back in. Yeah, it definitely explains why he was always wearing it, even though it was broken. It's because his wife gave it to him. Did I miss something? Is that supposed to go in there? Because now I don't remember when I took it apart. Maybe that... I think that big cogs looking one's supposed to go in there. Ah, this is the first one that's actually gave me a problem. It would probably be better if I like paid attention to also where everything is. That would probably be a good thing. I think this goes here. No, where does this go? Oh, you know what? I think I know where that is. Let me pull this out. Goes here. Nope. Does not. Where? Oh my goodness. I don't remember where that came out of. But it has to have something in there to... Oh, right there. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Now put that in there. Put this in there. Man, that's the one that took me the longest, was this one. Yeah, see, now I can hear it tick. There we go. Pete's sake. There we go. Schoenfelder Automatic 36 watch.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Okay, got the update, or achievement at Fixin' Time. Completed level 8. Okay, the bigger picture. It's like a projector.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear-out. Or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
want to get involved in the family drama. Okay, I want to make sure there's nothing down there. Okay, looks like the light bulb.
Light bulb is completely smashed.
Beware electricity.
Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Maybe that's just the one she always left it on. Looks like their parents. How do I, I was gonna say there has to be a way there's something else in there. Instead of just taking that part off. Or maybe that's what I needed to take off to check the light. Where's this wire go? I don't know where this goes. Oh, maybe I have to put these in. Here we go. Although it looks like there's something there too, but I don't... Okay, so the light needs to come up there. Right? Yeah, and... I don't know where that wire goes. Probably connects into the back of that. But I've got to get the light to reflect up to the top.
Still a few parts missing.
You think, chick? I know that. Yeah, so... Oh, I know. There we go. Put it in the side there. That's what that one's for. Okay. And then it will reflect... up.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen.
Oh no, that's her and her
She looks
sister.
so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Looks like something is still missing.
Okay, that's where the Okay, I think I can screw those back on. this goes on the... There we go. Nope, nope. Turn around. There we go.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
I'm sorry, what does it look like I'm doing? Rude.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Omnicolor slide projector.
Helena was transfixed. Staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing.
Man.
Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
Well, I'd hope she loved her for more than just her money. Okay, slide away, complete level 9. Maybe she can help work at her sister's restaurant. Boiling point.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour?
No. You gonna pay me?
Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up.
Not in
Probably
coffee.
too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. What is that? Is it this piece? Yeah, I think that piece is next. I keep accidentally putting it down. That's not what I want to do. I'm trying to click on these pieces. Just making
It all
veggie soup.
fits. Now to light the gas.
Oh, wait. Can I... There we go. Maybe I have to... How do I... I'm trying to strike the match, because you gotta... I can't strike the match. Okay, here. Maybe I have to pick up the box. Well, it won't let me pick the box up. I thought I heard one light, but... Okay, maybe I do have to put the pot on first. I don't think that's how it works, but... Since it's not letting me strike the match, which is weird. I'll run out of matches. Okay. Usually there's something you can turn it up. You're supposed to pour the broth in? I mean, it's... There we go, there we go. Lord.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself. Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Okay, so it says 1 pint of stock, 1/4 stick of half of a carrot. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the carrot. So 1/4. So there's 4 there, so that should just be that one. Does it say 2 broccoli florets? Handful of chopped tomatoes. And what's a handful? I don't... Just like 1? 3 wild mushrooms.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Okay, so that should mean I'm on the right track. And then 3 wild mushrooms. 1, 2, 3. Plenty of... Plenty of what? What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is. I haven't even added onions. Is this butter? Is this stock? Oh, maybe this is stock. I probably put too much in it. I don't know if 1 pint's... Okay, well that changed colors. Carmen's 4 Seasons soup. Hopefully that was right. I don't know.
My part done, Carmen took over and
Yeah, that was
added
probably a
finishing
stock
touches. It was
cube.
just in time. As a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
Mm-hmm. Plus, she might not want to have disappointed her sister by not being able to give her money. Okay, so chapter 10 was complete, so hello, Master Chef. Okay, 11 is Harmony.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen, so that evening I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! Maria! My favourite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Right, a record player.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Okay, how do I check the wiring? There we go.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly. That's the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? You see, it comes out, but I'm not...
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Okay, I know there's another wire that needs to go in there, but where does it connect to? Oh, like that.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
Oh, well that was simple, but... That was too simple. Okay.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please stop that.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
7. Oh, I don't know what goes in there.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Oh,
The speaker isn't connected properly.
it is now.
I should check the wiring. This
Yes.
motor doesn't seem to work. Maybe I'll have better luck with a different one.
Okay, so it's not that one. Oh, meant to grab that.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
I think that was it. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, did I? I bet you $1,000,000 I did not plug that wire in. No, I did. Idaphone Fidelity record player.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
I mean, you can always mend relationships if you're willing to. Okay, so chapter 11 is complete, turning the tables. Pretty. A father's reprise.
My final morning in Bellariva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
All right. wish you would just set it there and unscrew it so I didn't have to constantly do that. That would be helpful. Oops.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Uh-huh.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Oh, dang. Is there anything else? I don't see anything else that needs to come off. Just gave me more gears, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's because those were missing. That's possible. I feel like that's probably right. Possibly, possibly not. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to test it. Okay, I've got that part done. Oh, what the? Nope, I have to turn it. There we go. Isn't that supposed to... There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say that has to come out of it. I don't know if I had to... Nope, nope, nope. Does it need glue on it? No. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's try it. Oh. Okay, the bird didn't pop out of it. Oh my god, I have to undo the whole thing. Because I was thinking, I was like, the bird has to go in there somewhere. Because it's supposed to come out of it when the music plays. So, let me get back in here. It's probably something with this. Possibly. I don't know. Kind of confused at this point. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's the little thing there. Okay, so let's put that. Might have been right. Yeah, see, now they're all connected. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. All right, this should be right now. I think I can double check it. There we go. Yep. I had it right, and so I did it wrong. That's so smart of me. Nope, come back. Flip you over and put you back together. Okay.
Looks like something is still missing.
Nothing is missing. I put it all in there.
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me? I sit by your side.
Portofino Dove Nest music box.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that. Especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you've fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Alright, so chapter 13, Departure.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Oh dang, she added some new stuff.
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time.
Which I believe was the dinosaurs. She's just kind of delayed in commenting on the stuff I was putting away. So, Adventure Classic suitcase.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that, in my own small way, I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Dial.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
That's sweet. That's a cute little game. Finish. Achievement only a phone call away. One last thing. Okay, so the epilogue. Carmen's letter.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
I am not making the coffee for you. I already did enough of that in Coffee Talk. My drawing on top of coffee skills are horrible.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
It's not that easy.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Nope. Oh, good lord. Okay. Alright, well, we got color-coded pipes. Oh.
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Oh, okay, I see. There we go. And then this other one. Where's it? There we go.
The pipes are all connected, but there's still steam everywhere. Something's in the wrong place.
Oh, I know what it is. These two need to switch. There we go.
Finally, no more steam.
Does this go on there somewhere? Or does this just need a wire? I don't know. Okay, well, it's obvious they need wires, so let's just leave those like that. Oop, didn't mean to do that.
Finally, no more steam.
Where does this go? Does this not go in here? This board has to go in here somewhere. There we go. That's where it goes. Okay, so it's labeled 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, where does that line go? There. Okay, yeah, this should actually be not in that one. Oh, did not mean to do that.
Finally, no more steam.
Okay, so those are all properly connected. No, I want that there. I'm trying to pick up that. There we go. Oh, maybe it's because those have to be plugged in too. Real smart there. There we go. Man, that took me forever. But I figured it out. There we go. I'm supposed to put that on first. Now this goes on. There we go.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think. Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Oh no. What do you want me to do? Oh, I guess if I come off the side.
Perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
Newcomb Classic Espresso Machine.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well.
Sounds like a bad dad joke.
Carl.
Coffee break. Completed the epilogue. Alright, so that's it. That's it, guys. So we have beat every single chapter. Now, I know in the beginning it had said something about, like, extra chapters added or something like that. So I'm curious, like, if they are going to continue with the game, maybe add the next area that she goes to. But hopefully you enjoyed it. It's definitely a fun, relaxing game. I had a few difficulties with some of the puzzles, but, you know, other than that, you know, it's not really that difficult of a game once you realize, you know, what you're doing and stuff. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.